Hey, it's Layla, your six-figure SE homegirl who helps estheticians grow their business through content and real strategy.
I am Dr. Melanie Beaver, owner of Beaver Beauty Academy, former school teacher turned assistant principal turned beauty school entrepreneur.
Dr. Beaver was one of the most impactful teachers I've had. She was my discovery teacher back in elementary school, right? Back then, she just really showed how much she cared about her students. You took us on field trips. And then you took us to the zoo, and we spent the night at the zoo.
That was my favorite field trip.
We spent the night at the zoo, and you could have just taught us, right? You didn't have to go the extra mile. And another thing is, when we went to 7th grade, we had a 7th grade prom. So you took us to get our hair and makeup done by your sister.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. These were things that she just did out of the kindness of her heart. But you really showed that you care more about your students, like outside the classroom. I feel like that you're still setting that same tone today with the student housing. You've always poured into people and made sure they had what they needed to succeed. Which brings me to my first question. What made you decide to create this student housing?
You know, sometimes we have kids who live at home with their parents. They come to school, they thrive, they finish, they go out, they take their state boards, they go out into the world and they do great. But we have those other students who real life is happening to them and they want to be great, they want to be in school, but they don't have the support system that they need. So I said, what better way than to provide some affordable housing that can come right out of their financial aid. It's 5 minutes from the school, it's safe, it's clean, it's new.
When I saw the post that you made about your student housing, I literally got teary-eyed because I know the struggle that I went through while I was in school. Can you walk us through how the housing works? Who qualifies, how affordable it is, and what's included in the housing?
Okay, so first of all the utilities are included. There's state-of-the-art everything. There's brand new refrigerator, microwave, appliances. Students are able to do 2 loads of laundry a week. That's included in their rent. We have 3 different floor plans. One floor plan, there's a shared bathroom, and those rooms are $700 a piece. And then we have a floor plan with its own private bathroom, and that room is $800 a month. The rooms have names, and so the Beaver is the best room or the biggest room, and it has its own private entrance as well as its own private bathroom. Students must maintain a 90% academic and attendance average to live there.
Okay.
So that means that you can't be a student who's flunking out of class, not coming to class, and living in the on-campus housing. You've got to maintain your averages. And then the way the financial aid is set up, there's enough funding to cover the housing with the exception of about $200 a month. So the prices that I just gave you, the $700, the $800, and the $900, that's if a student didn't have financial aid to pay for it. Our nail technicians,
really affordable.
Right. Our nail technicians and our estheticians don't get enough aid to cover the housing. But a $700 a month room with everything you need,
right?
Like you said,
you can't beat that,
and it's fully furnished. Yes, fully furnished. Parking is not an issue. It's in a nice, quiet subdivision.
I truly thank you so much for what you're doing in this community, what you're doing for the beauty industry and the beauty professionals. And I thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to take this interview with me. Until next time, your SE homegirl is signing out. Bye.
Bye.